we believe it's so important to be anticipating the next move.
I believe Bitcoin is legitimate.
Capital is moving, and it's going to move very rapidly.
Bitcoin explodes in the next 4 to 6 months for a few different reasons.
Hello, Bitcoiners.
That's my opinion. You will make money in crypto if you watch this video. I hope.
Bitcoin should easily double just on that.
Let's go through point by point. Smash the like button. Comment your opinion on the topic below. Subscribe to Altcoin Daily for daily crypto content keeping you informed. Make sure you watch today's whole video. I have a shocking clip to play you at the end.
What we have embarked upon here today for this industry and for the world as a whole will be as meaningful, in my view, as the American Revolution was to the world in the 18th century.
So, why is Bitcoin's price going to explode in the next 4 to 6 months? First, Fed rate cuts starting in September. The Fed has signaled they will start cutting rates in September, probably 25 basis points.
The question will be whether the totality of the data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks are consistent with rising confidence on inflation and maintaining a solid labor market. If that test is met, a reduction in our policy rate could be on the table as soon as the next meeting in September.
We might see up to 2 more 25 basis point cuts in October and November. This will pump the market like crazy. We talked about this in depth in yesterday's video. Macro expert Dan Tapiro says Bitcoin's price is about to double.
When the interest rate was zero, Bitcoin was around 65,000, the peak in 21. Rates went to 5%. They're still there, and Bitcoin is now at the same price. When that short rate goes from 5 down to 2.5 or 3, Bitcoin should easily double just on that. Forget about all of the myriad wonderful developments going on chain and in this space, all the innovation. Forget about all of that. If you just look at that one measure, I think there's cause for being super bullish right here.
Reason number 2, Kamala Harris. Look, I'll be real with you. Kamala is not a crypto candidate. She really seems like she'll just be a continuation of what Joe Biden was doing on crypto.
Come on, man.
And that's not the worst thing ever, the enemy you know.
Why the hell would I take a test?
The reason I'm putting her as a catalyst on this list is because I think as we get closer to the election, she wants to win. 50 million US voters own crypto. She will come out and promise something positive for crypto. Now, how positive? Who's to say? It's not going to be as much as Trump or Kennedy, but even if she just says, I want crypto to flourish in America, I want crypto jobs in America, even if she just says that, that really breaks down the walls and makes crypto a nonpartisan issue like it should be. So I think when that happens, that will be a catalyst.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know?
Reason number 3, Donald Trump.
I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
Look, guys, Donald Trump might win the US presidential election. This is significant for us because Donald Trump is claiming that he is a pro-crypto president, and he's promising Bitcoin holders a lot.
If I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile.
If Trump wins, we do have to be skeptical. What will he actually follow through on? Him being a cheerleader is good, but will he follow through? Comment your thoughts below. Either way, if Donald Trump wins, that would send crypto to the moon. Crypto businesses will flourish under Donald Trump. We talked about this in depth in this interview with DeFi Tech Leadership.
In my opinion, it's kind of a foregone conclusion. Donald Trump's going to win, and he's pro-crypto. So all of a sudden you get the world's biggest capital market without a guy who just has a hate on for it, basically starting to embrace all things crypto. Most investors aren't paying attention to that. If Trump wins, I think you're looking at $100,000 and $150,000 Bitcoin with it going mainstream, that being crypto. You'll see institutions starting to embrace it. You got to remember, the US is the biggest capital markets in the world. Most people follow them. This is one of those rare instances where they're losing and the rest of the world is winning. You turn that table around and you're looking at massive, in my opinion, capital flows into the space.
Reason number 4, BlackRock and the ETFs. Look, guys, Bitcoin ETFs are the most successful in Wall Street history. BlackRock is buying Bitcoin. They're buying their own Bitcoin ETF. Wirehouses like Goldman Sachs just getting turned on, meaning Wall Street can finally start doing solicited sales, selling Bitcoin to their clients. Wall Street is a selling machine.
The reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea.
BlackRock and Wall Street will continue to send Bitcoin higher for the next 4 to 6 months and beyond. BlackRock's not getting involved because they want to make money in 4 to 6 months. BlackRock is getting involved because they want to make money in crypto in a regulated way for the next several decades.
You have been a leader in willing to embrace crypto. You have made it so that people can be in Bitcoin. We hear that you are thinking about Ethereum. These are incredible things. BlackRock is not known as a gunslinger by any means. So you obviously must believe that this may be as an alternative. Is this an alternative in order to be able, because of a deficit, maybe something long-term people should have?
Absolutely. As you know, I was a skeptic.
Yes.
I was a proud skeptic. And I studied it, learned about it, and I came away saying, okay, my opinion 5 years ago was wrong. Here's my opinion today. This is what I believe in today. I believe the opportunity today. I believe Bitcoin is legitimate. It is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have maybe uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency, debasing their currency by excess deficits, and some countries are. I believe we have countries where you're frightened of your everyday existence, and if you have an opportunity to invest in something that is outside your country's control, then you can have more financial control. And so I'm a major believer that there is a role for Bitcoin in portfolios. I believe you're going to see that as one of the asset classes that we all look at. I look at it as digital gold, as I said before, and I do believe there's a real need for everyone to look at it as one alternative to, I would say, the optimism that I have in the world. If you want to hedge hope, Bitcoin is not an instrument for hope unless you're hopeful you're going to make a lot of money on it. But I look at it as a vehicle in which you're expressing your financial acumen in something that you're more frightened of the world, you're more frightened of your existence. And I believe there's a great industrial use for it. And I think a lot of people are missing that.
I couldn't agree more. I changed my mind about it when you did.
Reason number 5, Bitcoin and crypto explodes in the next 4 to 6 months, wealth effect. Assuming even some of what we've gone over in today's video comes true, Bitcoin will be at 80K in no time. Ethereum will reclaim 4K in no time. And when that happens, we're going to see a wealth effect in cryptos. It's a certain stage of the bull cycle I'm talking about, causing altcoins to pump, causing more eyes on crypto. Hopefully people like us who've been in the market for quite some time get a whole lot richer. And this is something that we talked in depth about with Ben Cowan the other day.
I think we're getting to the final part of where Bitcoin outperforms. And I think next year you'll actually see altcoins outperform Bitcoin.
Wow. So it sounds like you're saying sometime in the next maybe 4 to 6 months is the best time ever to buy altcoins.
Well, in a more trying to think about how to say it. In a more risk-averse way to say it, I guess.
Altcoins really rallying hard. That makes sense to me. I mean, in 2025, after Bitcoin clearly breaks over its all-time highs, Arthur Hayes from BitMEX said recently that he thinks only after Bitcoin clears 70K and Ethereum reclaims 4K, we're going to see a massive alt season. And I think we see that almost every cycle where Bitcoin breaks all-time highs, people who have been in the market for a while feel this wealth effect where it's like, well, I'm not getting the returns that I used to be getting with the higher caps. I'm going to put some of that money into lower caps. Plus, new people coming into the market are thinking, oh, I missed out on Bitcoin or Ethereum. I need to like put it in the more degen plays. And you just get this like massive alt cycle.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's honestly, it's pretty clear, right? I mean, your two last alt seasons were in the post-halving year. So this is the Bitcoin dominance yearly candles. If you're wanting alt season, you want to see Bitcoin dominance go down, right? The last time you had a big yearly candle where dominance went down was the post-halving year of 2021. The time before that was the post-halving year of 2017. You're right. I mean, you basically said it. I don't really think I could say it any better. Essentially, what happens is that people that were riding the Bitcoin train during tighter and tighter monetary policy, they know what's up with the crypto markets. But then when you get to the post-halving year and you get to looser monetary policy and all that good stuff, altcoins outperform.
Look, guys, the next 4 to 6 months are going to be epic. I think looking back, a lot of people will be kicking themselves for not buying more Bitcoin and crypto at the lows. Of course, if World War III breaks out, black swans can happen. Make sure you're subscribed to Altcoin Daily. We keep you updated on everything, and we're going to update you if anything changes for good and bad. It's just super exciting what's going on in crypto nowadays. So many great projects doing real things. Congrats to the Cardano community for a successful upgrade. We've been keeping you updated on this. Charles Hoskinson just called Cardano's upgrade as meaningful as the American Revolution was to the world. Curious if you think Cardano's upgrade was this significant, or what you think this does mean. You tell me in the comments. See you tomorrow, my friends.
Never been that case in human history, which means what we have embarked upon here today, and for this industry, and for the world as a whole, is a governance experiment that, if successful, will be as meaningful, in my view, as the American Revolution was to the world in the 18th century. It seems preposterous, but what we are doing is taking back our money, our voice, our identity, our data, and we are building the tools of democracy. We are building the tools of accountability in real time, in public. No kings, no leaders, no beneficent dictators, all as equals.